I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. Time staying strong.
I'm Jelle.
And I'm Patrick.
Together we are JP Adventures 19. Welcome to a new episode. Today we are working on our lights. They can finally get wired up. Patrick has already done the one above the license plate. And what are you working on now?
Side clearance lights.
Side clearance lights, yay. Patrick is still working on the electricals. Look at this, his little workstation behind the Mog. And I will start preparing everything so we can put earth wool into the box. And we will start with this section here, where the slide-out balcony will go on top, because we want to put the balcony in and then we can't reach it anymore. So that will be the first part we can experiment with. This is the earth wool we are using. We got it from Bunnings and it's been sold out for months. We actually got 3 rolls here, but the CAD program said we need 3.1 something. So if someone lives in our area or in Perth and has some spare, let us know. Because it's just so hard to find them and you never know when they will have them in stock again. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's go! Look at this. Looks like you're in the clouds. So now we have to put the ply sheet that's waterproofed on top. Alright, so the waterproof ply is screwed down in here. Not sure you can see it, it's pretty dark. And now we still have the balcony laying outside, and the oil needs 7 days curing time. So that it doesn't get wet anymore, we'll just chuck it in now. Here we go. And it's in. Look at this. But we have to do some minor modifications. But I'll show you all about it tomorrow morning. Good night.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this train.
So Yele had this brilliant idea of cutting back the tray, so the hatch for the balcony. She's working right there now because it won't open all the way, and then the balcony slides or like grinds as it comes out on the hatch. So yeah, they wanted to cut that back, which is, you know, it's probably about 1 mil thick of steel. So I told her she had to do it herself, and she did it herself mostly. I did have some to do it, but yeah, it's working. I'm impressed.
All done. We did some minor modifications of the tray, like Patrick just told you. And now the hatch opens all the way and it doesn't scrape on the balcony frame anymore. And I'm actually sitting on our balcony. Look at this. It's awesome. Love it. And now imagine sitting here watching the sunset at the beach, having dinner. I can't wait.
Some awesome weather to be sitting on the deck, Yele.
I hope it doesn't start raining.
Now, for everyone who asked why we didn't put a deck on the roof, this is already high enough.
Yeah. So nice. Our balcony is finally working. The ball screw is installed as well, and we had to modify the mount for our little motor as well. Yeah, well, nothing fit 100%, so we had to make it fit. We'll give you a full tour of the balcony setup now. Here we go. We are gonna... What are we gonna do?
Drive out the balcony. Is everyone ready?
Let's go. It's just hooked up temporary, so not on the switch yet.
The game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say. Yeah, I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say.
Let's see if it holds up. Woo!
Just my work.
I love it. I'll show you from far. Alright, so our balcony is designed for 400 kilograms on the edge. And now we tested it with 3 people sitting on it. It's still holding up.
So yeah, come up here.
No. Look at this. It's not even bent much, just a tiny bit. Alright, I'll come up.
A new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time. I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play.
Alright, so
We're up here.
4 people sitting on the edge. Everyone obviously here weighs 100 kilos. But this is exactly what it was designed to do, 4 people sitting on the edge. So,
Good job.
we'll have to...
And now we'll explain to you how this balcony system is working.
Alright, so This balcony system is pretty much just a simple cantilever arm. If you like do a bit of physics, then you know how to calculate that. So we have 3 sets of 2 bearings under these three middle rails that hold the load pretty much, that act as a pivot point. And then we have our set of 3 bearings in the back that hold most of the weight, and then we just have an extra set of 2 bearings under each of these bars, just as extra support, because we obviously over-engineer everything, as Yele would say. Yeah. So these slide in 75 by 40 channel, I believe it is. And yeah, the channel is welded actually to the box, so the whole thing's pretty sturdy and solid. And the mechanism to push and pull it out is just a ball screw. So if anyone knows like a threaded rod, that's pretty much the same concept. You just have, except that the ball screw actually has ball bearings that work inside of the nut. So the ball nut is what it's called, I think. And this thing just slides back and forth along the screw as it rotates, which pretty much pushes the balcony in and out. And the good thing about ball screws or threaded rods or any kind of screw drive is always that wherever you leave it, it locks it. So without any circular motion on the ball screw or the thread, it won't actually go anywhere. Like the ball can't actually move the thread. And of course we have a warm drive motor just to make sure that the ball definitely can't move. And this is a 60 watt 24 volt motor, so it's all running on our 24 volt system. And there's a coupler in between. I think it's a 8mm coupler. And yeah, so pretty much when we wire this all up, we'll wire it up with relays, with limit switches. So it'll limit motion backwards and forward with a limit switch and a relay. And then you just flip a switch and it goes out, stops at the limit switch, flip the switch back in the other direction and it drives all the way back in, and then ends at the limit switch. That's the idea.
To our next project. Look at this. We started bending our roof rack with a pipe bender that we bought from Total Tools. Pretty cheap, but it does the job. So we have bent those 3 corners. We have to do 1 more and hope it all lines up and that we can weld it together. And yeah, we'll see. That's the most tricky bend that's coming up. We are busy planning the roof rack. This is what it currently looks like. And we also started insulating the back of the box. Alright, we are back in the box. For the past 3 days I've been working with wood and Patrick with steel, which makes me so happy. I didn't have to do it. And I have done the entire back. There's insulation underneath, and then we covered it with plywood. Yeah, it's a little bit like a jigsaw puzzle if you look at it, with all the cutouts. And we want to cover the bottom bit with rubber, and this part as well, because it's kind of like our garage, and we want to paint this white. Yeah, so that's why it's not screwed down yet. It will just lay on there, so we know that's done and fits. And now I'm actually working on the floor here. So this is made out of, this is 12mm ply, because we will have our water tank and our water heater sitting on it. So it has to be a bit more stable than the rest. That's just covering the insulation. because I don't know if you remember, but we have an elevated floor because of our slide-out balcony, and we want to use it as good as possible. So that's why we lowered the water tank to have a bigger capacity. The water heater is going down here, and our shower base is also lower than the rest, so Patrick can stand up straight under the shower head. Happy Friday, guys. We were actually terrible filming this week. Like, we pretty much didn't film anything. We've been working on the ply sheets and our stair design, so Patrick was pretty much just working on the metal stuff and I was working with wood. So I'll give you a quick update like before, because again, we didn't record it. Alright. So we cut all those ply sheets to size. It's a bit of a puzzle because we have to think about everything ahead. Like, for example, this corner will have the water tank sitting on here, like we mentioned before, so it had to be a stronger ply sheet, a thicker one. And that's just to cover the insulation and to hold it down. So 7mm was fine. That's ply sheet as well. That's the one we waterproofed. See our slide-out balcony, and that's all done. Today we'll get some painted bunnings so we can start painting that bit, and we got some insertion rubber that's gonna go on top of these just as like for the garage space, so yeah, it doesn't get scratched and destroyed easily. And now I have to work on the last ply sheet that's gonna go underneath here, which is the shower base, and underneath here. So yeah, the last one I have to cut. And trust me, this is like a jigsaw puzzle and takes ages. It's insane. So now let's go and check out what Patrick's doing. I can't wait for these stairs to be done, so we don't have to climb up and down the ladder anymore. Patrick, hurry up! Here we go! That's one of our stairs.
Are you surprised?
No, I like it. Super strong, heavy duty stairs.
I hope so.
So here are some bits, and here are the other bits. We drilled holes into them yesterday. Actually, I drilled most of the holes because what happened yesterday, Patrick?
Oh, the pressure gauge on the welder here is off. So Patrick ran back into Donnybrook to get another gas bottle because we thought they underfilled it when it was just a pressure gauge.
Yeah, so we ran out of welding gas and had to get a new bottle, and then we thought it's not filled up all the way, but we found out it's the pressure gauge, so all good. We can do a lot more welding. Use up this entire gas bottle. Because we are not busy enough, we are raising another tiny little lamb. It must be maybe 2 or 3 years, 2 or 3 days old, and we found it yesterday in the paddock. Super skinny, like didn't get fed at all. No mom wanted to take care of her, so we took her in, and she's now with our other lammies. And we bottle feed her. So yeah, 3 to 4 times a day, bottle feeding duties. Luckily all the other guys are helping us out. Now I'll show you the little one. So cute. They're already waiting at the fence. Look at them. Baby cow, Chewy, donkey, and our new one. We're not gonna name her yet, because she's still young and weak. Hey, baby! Chewy, what are you doing? Come on. Hey, are you following me? Baby, you're so fast. Hey. She is always hungry now, so check this out. Hey! Baby. Oh, look at her. Alright, come on. Do you want some milk? Baby, look at her. Oh, you're so cute. She's going after the camera. Baby. Alright guys, this is it for this week's episode. We didn't film much, will be better next week for sure. Another thing that I finished doing is the last part of the jigsaw puzzle. So this is the one underneath our shower base. So we will waterproof that next week or in the next episode. Get this entire area insulated. And hopefully our stair is working. Parts are welded up, but they need to get assembled. So, see you all next week.
Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil.